saw lovely, but the window for I saw the sun come. Gross. But I couldn't pick love out of the lineup of OnePlus. Couldn't tell you if it hit me, maybe I saw a little growing up. But that could have been a 4-letter word or an industry of dumb cards. Or when a bird meet a bee and decide this is good enough. Settle down what they tell you to do, but that first word, all my ears ever hear since you asked me to be just yours.
Whoa, I don't know what the hell love is. Birds and bees I see, all be sting. If it were up to me, the only thing I can do with certainty is everything.
I like rolling balls downhill. The only direction they go is away. To stay is to let down, cause feelings go astray. I'm afraid in the next round you'll see my real face. My face is a letdown. Expressions show my hate and disdain for the way in which you'll love me either way. Whether I go or I stay, or I put you in a place in my heart unobtainable for the entire human race. Like love, blind faith, that's something you're building every day. Like a Spielberg screenplay, portray the real thing. And not the person right in front of me telling me that they still willing to push the rock uphill, even though it's bound to fall back into place.
Whoa, I don't know what the hell love is. Birds and bees I see, all bees sting. If it were up to me, the only thing I can do with certainty is everything.
Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it. Don't like hanging, unless you family, please don't claim it. Like what you claiming, what you saying, what you bout and what you need. I'm at the house, ain't at the club, I'm really chilling with my seed. I love my poppy, put me on, I'm really chilling with OGs. Don't test my gangster, think I'm me, we gon' Tryna be here for a while in a good time, when we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, yeah, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine. Tryna be here for a while in a good time, when we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, yeah, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine. Streets get ugly, yeah, I seen it. Please believe me, I be tucked. Don't like smoking, last so long, so I keep sipping on this cup. Don't crave attention, just to mention I be chilling in the cut. Glass got empty, now I'm searching through my wallet for a $1 bill and some change in my pocket. Oh no, hit my girl, can you spot me? I just need a little loan. Out the house and I'm just vibing on the low. She said she on the way, but she gon' ride it right. Tryna be here for a while in a good time, when we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, yeah, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine. Tryna be here for a while in a good time, when we ain't stressed out, just good wine. When I look in the mirror, yeah, I look fine. Good people, times, and good wine. Good wine, good wine, good wine, good wine.
delivery got me rated. Banana berries and smooth metalies overdated. The gelato is white cherries. Yeah, I'm more than faded. Drifting off in the 5 Series. Cool like rollerblading. Feel the fresh air. We like next day airing. Still the best pair like your first set of earrings. Yeah, wait till you get here. It's gonna click like time sharing. All praises be. Thought you knew you was God fearing. When it was time to man up, coming from the sandbox, and we had to find out where we at. The illest tandem, isolation fandom, side by side like Hov and yeah, them guys will stand up, breaking through your sound box at any time of day. Look at what the brand up, now we in the skybox, and we floating through the airways. But look at life, used to stay up late, watching Nick at night. Now we booking flights, staying in B&B's, it's 5 at night. People move funny with business, I let them see my wife. Cause she don't take from nobody, she swear she always right. Yeah, we living life, but dim the lights. I don't do but lay the pipe when it's late at night. Bragging about how they took a life, but that's never nice. Till I karma catch back to them and then they pay the price. We was always nice, never scared to join a safe. Studied OGs like Tip Jarrell, B. Ali and Fife. Everything been cinematic like we signed a Johnny Shice. Gotta earn your stripes, ISO been a prototype. It was on the man up, coming from the sandbox. Man, we had to find out where we at. We the illest tandem, ISO Nation fandom, side by side like Hov and yeah, them guys will stand up, breaking through your sound box at any time of day. Look at what the brand up, now we in the skybox, and we floating through the airways. You see the proof like, this here the truth, right? We ain't that spoof type, bringing in that true light. This ain't that goof hype, you know it's 2 types, the good or the bad. Why don't you pick you a side? The yin and the yang, just to balance out the vibe. I put some 4Gs on it just to show a different ride. Used to put 40 up and now it's double just a cop. It hit different now since we got up off the block. Since we got up off the block. Been implied, cause we ain't never stopped, get it? You done know. Goals.
Hello. I'm dying. That's it. Stream's over. I'm dead. Hi, Greg. Hi, Jen. Hi, Luhu. Hi, Yulia. Hi, Mercy. Make food happen. Put it in your face. Do the thing. I did not say the thing. Because the thing was a one-time thing and you want to make it a thing and it's not a thing. It's not. It's not. Also, hey, hi, hello. I'm just gonna say every single, variation of it that isn't actually the thing. Okay, good. Face that food. Okay, good. Face that. Shh. Shh. Quiet me. Hi. So, how's everybody doing? Today is Tuesday. We're all here. The week has started. We are doing a thing. For anybody who hasn't seen yet or hasn't noticed, it's over here. We are sponsored by Babbel. For anybody not familiar with Babbel, they are a language learning service that, you can sign up for and learn a language. We'll talk about them a little bit more later on in stream. But yeah, that's where we're at. We are definitely flipping houses. Hi, Slug. My brain is very, unfortunately, they don't have ASL. That would be dope, though. I feel like that's a thing that more language learning services need to have. Because it's way too underrepresented. I used to be able to at least sign letters. I forget the term for, when you sign out words spelling-wise. Funny enough, I was taught how to sign by my blind aunt. It's very useful. Hi, Pancake! How are you? But yeah. So yeah. Check out Babbel. Like I said, we'll talk about them in a little bit. But today, we're going to be playing some House Flipper because I feel a little bit like I've been hit by a truck I don't know what's been up. Like, I feel like it might just be the dry air. I need to clean out my humidifier and set it up or something, because I just have felt like my respiratory system has been entirely just upside down for the past, like, 2 weeks, 2, maybe 3 weeks. And it's probably the dry air. It's probably what's messing me up, but it's just been really unpleasant. I might have gotten hit by a truck. It's possible. But yeah, all that we can do for now is continue to hydrate and hope for the best. And I'm going to a yoga class tonight that maybe it's like slightly heated yoga, so maybe that'll like open something up. I will not hit you with a truck. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. We're doing the thing. We're gonna flip some houses. We're gonna learn some language. Hey. How much will let streamer do streamer sponsorship according to what the sponsor wanted? How about that? It's chilly here. I'm not a fan. But it's at least like somewhat warm inside of my living space for once. It's 68 in here. Which is better than it normally is at this time of day. Which probably also isn't helping my everything. I don't know. It is what it is. I will bend myself into a pretzel during yoga. Thank you very much. But yeah, so let's get into flipping some houses. Yeah? How we feeling about house flipping? I should probably put this over here. Excuse me. I just like devoured breakfast right before this. It's okay, pancake. Guys, my brain has just entirely stopped working. We are starting the game up. That's what we're doing. I haven't played House Flipper in a very long time. Probably since like right after it was released. I know that there's been a bunch of updates. I know there's been a bunch of stuff added. I don't know anything about any of that stuff, so we're gonna be like experiencing it together for the first time. It's gonna be great. And yeah, that's where we're at. I'm sorry if I just am like lagging all day today. My internet is better and my brain is worse. It's basically how this goes. Winter update. Oh no. It's already past Christmas though. 3 new jobs. Oh, like places that you can do the thing. Okay. Don't care about Christmas. It's not Christmas. I don't have any of the DLC because I never cared enough about House Flipper to get the DLC. Okay. Cool. Let's, why is there a House Flipper 2? Why is that a thing? I will do what I want, Greg. I forgot that we just have like a super tiny little office. I'm dying. I honestly like I don't think you guys can see Bolt. He is He's being a little ridiculous right now. I think if I was living on my own, I would be fine with a space like this. I forgot how nice of a shower I installed for myself in here. Like, definitely a better mattress, because this mattress clearly looks like it's awful. But I feel like I'm not somebody who needs, like, copious amounts of space. And I think this would work. Also, I don't know why I decided to go with this blue and orange color scheme, but I feel like I'm kind of into it. Also, this game is not looking good on stream. What is happening? Hi, Pop-Tart. The game is running fine. Okay, yeah, everything is lagging. Hi, Lethargic. Okay. Let's assess here. They did have multiple options. Oh, even I'm lagging. Is stream just falling apart? Why am I only at 30 FPS? What is happening? Stream, hello? If I turn off the game, are we better? Because they did have, like, yeah, okay, we're better when we turn off the game. There was 3 separate startup options, which I thought was super weird. So we're gonna try this and see if this is better. Otherwise, turn on VSync. Okay. We'll see what happens. So far, we seem to be okay. We're still not in the game, though. Okay, there we go. Finished loading. Continue game. Cam still looks okay. Nope. We are very close to 150 subs. Are we better? We're better. Look at that. Thank you, Greg. Okay, so now that we are here. Also, isn't this little raccoon lamp so adorable? Like, I want this in my actual house. I don't have anywhere to put it in my actual house, but I want this cute little raccoon lamp. Okay. So, we've got some job options. We've done a bunch of other jobs. Raccoon. We can also just, like, pick up places. I kind of want to do this one. This one feels like my jam. Hi, Ajax! Ooh, I want to live in this. Okay, hold on. Do we do this one so that I can design the house that I want to live in? Or do we do this one that looks like it's just going to be really satisfying? Because this one looks like it's going to be really satisfying to, like, complete. Also, I might start some water boiling for tea. Because I didn't realize that my everything was so bad. Do the satisfying one? Okay. We'll do this one, and then we'll sell it, and then We'll do the other one. We've got plenty of time here. I definitely am not going to take a million years doing a single house. I would never. Escape the options menu. You can put your laptop somewhere in the current house. Blah, 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 blah. Don't care. Oh my god, what? What is happening here? Hello? When did this become a thing? This is sick. What the fuck? Is this my gate? How do I enter the house? Okay, the house is here. Maybe the house, yeah. Okay. This one's gonna be super satisfied. I don't, this doesn't feel like the same game. Are we, why did it want me to go to, okay, garden hose to wash it up. Got it. What a huge mess. Did a hurricane hit there? Oh, you guys can't see, like, people. Hold on. Hold on. There? I think there's gonna be fine. Alright, go make your food. Go do the thing. Okay, alright. This space is tiny. I wasn't expecting the space to be so tiny. Okay, alright. Got it. So, let's clean some stuff up. Let's, throw some things out. Yeah, this one's gonna end up being really quick. Okay. Cool. I kind of want to put my office here. Cause like Cyberpunk office sounds way better. Yeah, I feel like I got hit by a truck, but I'm here, I'm doing the thing, we're good. And by good I mean we're okay enough. Pizza. Eat on. What does that do? What am I turning on? Oh, it's got lights. Okay. I can turn that on. Turn that on. Does this one not turn on? This one doesn't turn on, which means we're selling it. We are turning on, yeah. I don't remember. Oh, this. Boop. This turns on. That's fine. Okay. We're gonna sell all of these wires hanging from the ceiling. Okay. Good. Cool. As much as I am into the vibes here, we're gonna start fresh. Because it's a small space. I'm excited to dig into all the new items, though, because there's apparently new items if there's, like, Cyberpunk land, right? I kind of want to keep that light fixture. Can I go this way? Oh, there's more over here! That's not the whole house! The house is over here! I mean, also fair. I feel like that's definitely something you should just, like, know beforehand, though. You know? Like, you shouldn't really be asking who you're turning on. You should already know. Okay, we got a bunch of garbage to throw out here. What is this? Pull out hammer. Piñata! Okay, and now we have to clean it all up. Okay. Does this game have music? Did I just turn the music off at some point? Music? And you can now change the stairs in some houses. Okay, cool. That's fine. I feel like maybe we turn off the music and we just set up our own music. Because I don't know where the game music is, but it is definitely not playing. So let's do that real quick. We're gonna turn this back down to like that. Okay. And let me get music going. We're in a cyberpunky area, so we need music that suits that. What genre are we looking at here? Not drones. We don't want drones. Synthwave woodwork. I don't know that they have synthwave. That's more so like it was mainly me talking to myself, trying to figure out of those genres that I have in front of me, which one works. What is future bass? This doesn't really necessarily fit, but at the same time, I'm vibing with it. You want jazz? You know what? We're gonna go with this for now. Okay. Finishing cleanup. There's so much cleanup. Oh, we can turn... Ooh. I like that light a lot. Give me this. I think this fits well enough, music-wise. Kind of. How's the music volume? Is it too loud? Is it good? I can use the Yo, look at how cute it is. Vibes. Okay. Okay, but like I kind of just want to like clean all of this up instead of changing anything with this house. Can I go through here? No. Unfortunate. Greg, finish making your food. Stop being Seabox Bot. Ah! Oh, these are all lights. Is this garbage? No, these are actual objects. Okay, whatever, I'll leave them for now. Dispose. That's just a pile of books. What are you? Dispose. Hi, Vlad! Hi, Puppy Lover! How are both of you? Okay. This is not what I wanted. Dispose of that. Clean up some of this. Because this is what you do when you're cleaning a house. You use a single, like, Swiffer mop to clean literally everything. Okay. I think that's all cleaned up. That, I think, is good. We've got it. I've always wanted, like, one of these digital mirrors. I think they're cool. Okay, we've got more garbage up here. Let's just clean this up real quick. What do we got here? Oh, we've got more things to turn on. Greg, thank you for that 36 months. It hasn't quite been 36 months, but we'll let it slide. Twitch, hello, chat. You know what to do when there is a sub or a resub or anything involving subbies. Thank you, Mercy. Welcome back, Jen. The end of this month is 3 years. Do. What is that? I don't even know.
Do you want to know something about Greg? I can suck, you can suck, but Greg sucks. You can't change the verb. 100 people in chat can suck at the same time, but Greg still sucks. How much peen is this dude sucking?
So much peen. Thank you for the 300 biddies, Vlad. Did you have to balance out how nice you've been lately? Is that what's happening here? Okay, where is my thing? Selling all the stuff. We're gonna go ahead and sell this. We don't have a great command here. I don't even know what this is. Get rid of that too. We're gonna get rid of these. What do these look like when we turn them on? We can't turn it on. What? Light switch? Oh! Look at how cool this is! Oh my god, there's more space. It just keeps coming. Okay, all right. You're just never prepared for. I'm not even gonna make the joke. This is a sponsored stream. do. Speaking of which, chat. The stream today is sponsored by Babbel. Babbel is. This is weird. Babbel is one of the leading language learning softwares out there. And today, if you use my code, which you can find in chat, well, it's not a code, it's a link. If you use my link, you can save up to 60% off any and all of their subscriptions. So, consider checking them out. ! Babbel. You fight that mouse. You show it who's boss. I'm just gonna sell this pizza. No big deal. Okay, this might... We can remove walls. And we might do that. Oh, hello. Because... we can maybe do more with this space. Jesus might be taking the wheel. Okay, is there any dirt on the ceiling? A little more dirt. Where is there dirt? Where are you people seeing dirt? Automod, stop it. This is not what I want. There's dirt here somewhere? No? Maybe? This place is so cool. Where's the lights for in here? That dirt, that is dirt. They haven't said that the place is spotless. So there's more. Oh, there was dirt on the TV. Not much dirt left. Just remove a little more dirt. Where's the dirt? There. Is that good enough? No, more dirt there. Where are we seeing dirt? Honestly, the little toaster is my favorite. Exactly. Which closet? Oh, there's another. Oh my god. Okay, we found the bathroom. Perfectly clean, let's go! Thank you, Pancake, for pointing out that there was a thing. Oh, thank you, Yulia. Okay. I don't know why it makes that noise. I feel like it's not a noise it should make. Do we have another light in here? No? Alright. Oh, we do. How do I turn on that light? This. Alright. So. House is fully clean. So. What that means for us is that it is time to start decorating. I really like this house. As is, though. That's the problem. Is that, I mean, I would like it to not be two separate houses. That would be dope. Can I... How do I build walls? I don't remember. Tiling, paneling, no. It's something... Walls. No, that's wallpaper. With the flamethrower? I feel like we don't build walls with the flamethrower, but I could be wrong. There's so many things. Wall panels. Walls of fire. Okay, Vlad, see you when you get back. Tiling and paneling, move objects, painting, sell objects, axe, brush cutter. Like, I feel like it was like the opposite of demolition. Like, you could use the demolition thing, but it's still, no, there's a way to build a wall. There is a freaking way to build a wall. I'm gonna figure it out. I could, like, I just ate breakfast right before stream, but I also would not mind a burger. Cool down Jen's car. Do it. Glass walls. That's fun. Because it's not... Yeah, no, that just goes on the wall. So we don't actually want that. I can't say I have, but the people who live next door to me right now at one point broke into the house and stole a bunch of stuff. This is before I lived at this house. But yeah. I feel... Is it... we like middle mouse button? No. Okay, you know what? Let's forget the concept of building a wall right now. Let's just start working on this. We're gonna sell these books. We might like put in a bookshelf or something. I can sell this whole panel, but I kind of like that panel. I sell these. That's not what I wanted to do. What do you mean there's still some trash to remove? What a clean home. Okay, we did it. You can buy the books, Yulia. That's fine. You do, Mercy. It is that time of year. Okay. Oh, this opens. Okay. Okay. These open up too. I can't see if there's anything in there. Okay, we just can't build walls outside. Right. And it's not, if I go like out here, it's gonna be like, no, you can't. Yeah, no, I can't build walls outside. Lame! Okay, let's see. Let's look at furniture. Let's look at... electronic equipment isn't what I'm going for, I think. Also, sorry for the yawning. Also, we have an office across the road. We don't need an office upstairs. So we can expand all of that upstairs. I think we're gonna stick with sort of cyberpunk-y. Just because I'm enjoying the vibes. Furniture, living room. Shelves? Is this just shelves? I'm looking for like an entertainment center or something along those lines. I think this is what was here before and I accidentally deleted it. Okay. Hi, B-Fly! I have reached the point in my life where I am 100% a library person. As much as like I enjoy the thought of having books, the idea of having to move with books again is awful. I have like maybe 20 books total. And otherwise, I don't buy books because they are too heavy and too annoying. And as nice as they look on a shelf, I have plenty of other things to go on shelves. Nice. I've been looking, the library near me has a few positions open. I've been considering applying there. Do we have anything in here? No. I don't know, man. Like, I want to do something with this, but at the same time, like, this place is just so cool on its own. I'm sorry, Mercy. I'm gonna sell this, because we're gonna have the office across the street. That's where our space is gonna be. I'm gonna tear down this wall. Which I need demolition for. Yeah, moving with books is just, it's not the life that I want to live anymore. And then we can just add a door at the top of the stairs and it'll count this as a bedroom. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, we have this space open. It's railing, so we're going to... I didn't think this through. Books are very therapeutic. But also there's something nice about the ritual of like choosing a book and reading through it and then returning it to the library, you know? Enjoy your food, Mercy! Nightbot does not have shoes. Okay, how do I want to... I'm too attached to the design that was already here is the problem. That's the big problem here. Greg, thank you for gifting that sub to Nightbot chat. You know what to do. We're definitely not ending stream and then restarting it. Okay, so downstairs, right? We've got kitchen, we've got living room, we've got dining room, we've got bathroom, which still has dirt on the wall. Fixing that. I feel like this layout could maybe be better. The pinball machine is dope. And then up here we have bedroom. Can we extend that closet out at all? No. We cut into the clearance space here. We could maybe pop it out to like... No, I don't think we actually could. Okay. Because like, I like this vibe when we come up here, but I think if we don't... Also, there's still dirt. I see it on my map. It's probably... Oh, I found it. I found it. It's back there. This is dope. Goodbye, random rock. I mean, we can address the closet when we get to it. For right now, I'm trying to figure out how much we're changing. Because I don't think it classifies that as a bedroom unless... Okay, that's clean now. Unless it has a door. Also, there is garbage here. Goodbye. Okay, now everything should be perfectly clean. It has a family somewhere else now. They moved, okay? I like the idea of this being both a lounge and bedroom space, but what we might do is we'll put this out here. Right, and the lounge area will be out there, and then this will be bedroom area. Now, the question is, do we want to move these out here? Or do we not care about TVs? So I feel a little bit like we don't care about TVs, but also... This isn't necessarily a bad vibe. What does it look like coming up the stairs? It's ugly coming up the stairs. I think we sell these TVs. Also, this is slightly off center and it's on an angle and I hate it. The TVs? Why would we put TVs in the washroom? What kind of psycho has TVs? I mean, true. This is the future. Alright, we'll consider it, okay. Now, is there a better bed? Furniture. Furniture. Bedroom. Beds. Hi, Easy! I mean, that's fair. Okay, but this bed looks like it's probably comfy as fuck. Also, I've always wanted a bed like this. Okay, so it's the Pondsmith. But is there space for it in here? Like, obviously we're gonna sell this one, right? Is there a way? What is this? Just something floating there. Is there a logical placement for this bed? I mean, that's obviously not the logical placement. I was just trying to see if it... I mean, this is clearly like a single person living here. Maybe we don't need the big bed, but like, I don't know. Even as somebody, like, if I have my own bed, I still want it to be a big bed. Can we squeeze past here? What if we moved all of this over to this side? Right, like this. This becomes the new, like, line of demarcation for where the bedroom is. Okay. I guess we'll just dispose of those. I didn't think that they were garbage, but you know, sure. Whoop. Why can't it? Why? It was fine over there. Okay, whatever. Netflix recommendations. That's a tough one because all of the shows that I enjoyed on Netflix aren't getting renewed for a second season. That's what I was hoping for, Yulia, honestly. Like, I need like the bed in the Fifth Element that just goes into the wall and then gets its a brand new bed and it's great. This bed isn't gonna work and it makes me sad. And then we have the closet, which still has wires. Just gonna get rid of these. Neat. furniture, bedroom, wardrobes. No, I don't want wardrobes. I don't think anybody ever wants to commit to 60 episodes of anything. Like, I feel like if you can't complete your story in like 3 seasons, you need to reassess your story. Which, I mean, depending on the show, if it's a shorter, like a show that's shorter in length, well, that's what I'm saying, is like so many episodes, especially things that are being produced by Netflix right now, are like 40+ minute episodes. So committing to 60 episodes is a lot. Yeah. Like, if they're half-hour episodes, then sure, whatever, like, there's plenty. There's some leeway there. That's why I've never started One Piece. It just is not... It's not a thing I can do. What do we got? Got all of these cabinets. There used to be... There we go. That's what we want. Hanging kitchen set. Bed, chair, table, toaster, bed, refrigerator, metal desk. Huh. Yeah, like, it... I mean, yeah, go watch nature. It's not a bad idea. Isn't Detective Conan, like, forever a child? Isn't that a thing? We're definitely not on each other. It's fine. Okay, accessories. What do we got? We got towels, fizzle energy drink, containers. Bathroom, kitchen. Oh, this is just we're still in accessories. Bathroom fixtures. See, this is why I haven't touched House Flipper. Because I start a house and then I get it cleaned up. I need like a house cleaning sim game. Because I get the house cleaned up and then I'm just like, this is good enough. And I sort of just hit a wall where I don't necessarily want to continue. We have to do something. Power Wash Sim is not what I want. Power Wash Sim, I can't even like watch people play because the droning noise of the power washers just really, really bothers me. Netflix has games? Yeah, what? Like eventually, like it makes my brain feel fuzzy. The fuzzy noise makes my brain feel fuzzy. I saw that they're adding the Final Fantasy content. I don't know. I could do that easy. That's true. just mod it so that it's not that noise anymore. It just makes me, like, I wanna play it, but with, like, the screaming goat noise. You know? Two drastically different reactions between Greg and Slug. Yeah, you know the goat that's like, wah! I can't really make the noise properly because I'm not a screaming goat. But, yeah, it's... there's this video where there's a goat that's screaming. And I just think it'd be really funny that any time that you start up the power washer, it's a screaming goat. Maybe that's just me. I mean, it's not just me. Slug agrees. Hi, Flo! I'm sorry that you have a cold. I meant to go start up water for tea. It's snowing. See, snow in this kind of environment is really enticing, but snow IRL is not. I kind of just want to play Cyberpunk. I'm realizing this now. That is what I want. I just want to drive around. I didn't see you ask about the tea. I definitely did not start the water boiling for it. Like, if Cyberpunk wasn't... I don't even have room. Thank you, Vlad. I don't have room on my computer for Cyberpunk right now. But I'm realizing that that's all I want to do, is I want to just, like, drive around, shoot things, take some cool pictures. Okay, we might... I haven't tried streaming Cyberpunk since I got a newer graphics card. It's still not a good graphics card. It is kind of GTA, but it's not. It's a different GTA. It's future GTA. I might at some point this week try and make enough space on my computer to download Cyberpunk, and we might start a Cyberpunk playthrough or continue the one that I started back when the game released. Because I think that's genuinely what I want to do. I think I've been having such like a hard time recently figuring out what I want to do in general, but specifically, like, I've just not felt like playing any like specific games or anything like that. Like, I've just been so burnt out on everything, but Cyberpunk sounds like the solution to that. Also, I hate this. I'm pretty sure all of the video files are on an external, otherwise that would actually be a valid solution. Like there? Okay. That door is way better. Yeah, I don't know, chat. My ADHD is telling me to just sell this house as is. It's a problem. This one, we're gonna put this everywhere. I think this is a different color than what we have underneath us right now. Yes. Yes, you do. Also, can you please... Oh, that's gross. That's not what I want at all. Hello? Is it this one? Yes. But yeah, we're gonna have our office across the street. That we have to leave our house to go. I mean, honestly, that's sort of healthy. You know, like just not having our office inside of our house. Having to like leave the house to do work. It's healthier than what is happening here? Why does the bed just looked like that because of the flooring. Got it. Like my current setup where my workspace is literally right next to my bed is genuinely not necessarily the best. Because it's the future and we aren't all about comfort here in the future. Also because there's not any future rugs, okay? I would put a rug down, but there's not rugs. So I don't know what you want from me. In some ways, the future is lame. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I don't even know where rugs are. Decorations? No, we were just in decorations. Furniture. Rug. But where are you? What classification do you have? I mean, I assume that in the future we have like coverings. That's what we want. I assume that we have like heated floors. Well, also robot feet, but I was heated floors seem like a little bit easier of a thing to deal with. I mean, also true. Our little magnetic slippers. Oh my god. I want baked goods. Exactly, Yulia. I'm fine living in a future where, like, we live alongside robots. Like, that seems cool. Yo, honestly, I'd be fine with that. Easy. Let's... yes. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna do this, and I'm going to go by the other house. Cause I think the other house I'm going to get less stuck in. This is fine. We made money on it. Let's go. Everybody likes that they have a place to sleep. Okay. All right. Let's go do... Or... I did say... You know what? We're gonna give my brain a little bit of break. Well, yeah, okay. We're gonna make tea, and then we're gonna come back. And we're gonna have a little language session with Babbel. How about that? How about that, chat? How do we feel about that concept? And then after we learn some language, we will do some more house flipping. Do we like that? Do we like that idea? Too bad, because it's happening either way. Okay. I'll be right back. binging with Babel. Okay, hello, we are back. Ooh, my shoulder is unhappy. Hello, hey, hi. Oh, how's it going? How's life? How are things? I need an energy boost. Chat, give me your energy. Also, hi, Reclaimant, how are you? I have water boiling for my tea. So we've got that going for us. And we are now gonna talk for a little bit about some Babel. I very heavily relate to having to bully myself into doing paperwork. 100% get it. Let's go over here. No, I don't want game capture. Go away, game capture. Ba, 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 ba. Let's find this screen for you. This one. Ta-da. Can you... Oh. It helps if, like, I actually show you guys what's going on. So, Babbel, we're here. This is what shows up if you click that fancy little link in chat. They make a lemonade that has two... What? What? Who does? Panera? Oh, yeah, no, Panera's energy drinks are insane. They are terrifying. Also, Greg, are you at your PC? Can you change the thing over to just chatting? But yeah, if you use !Babbel in chat, it will bring up a link. If you click that link, it brings you to this page. These are the languages that... Thank you, Greg. These are the languages that... Yeah, exactly, Ajax. That Babbel offers. For me, because I'm trying to brush up on my Italian, I chose Italian. So, we're just going to do that. When you select your language, they will give you the options here for sign up. 1 month, $14.95. At 3 months, you get 15% off. At 12 months, you get 55% off. The lifetime is honestly such a good deal, guys. With my link, you get 60% off. Normally, it is not that much off. And it is only $239 for a lifetime membership that gets you access to Babbel for forever. At least as long as the website exists. We obviously can't, predict the future or anything like that. But when you're already looking at $79.80 a year, $239 is a really, really, really good deal. Unfortunately, this is only for US viewers, but still really nice for those US viewers. But yeah, Babbel is great. We are going to get into a lesson here in a moment, but because I clicked on my link, it's showing us this. I also want to show you guys a bit of the sign up. So give me 2 seconds to get to the page where I can show you that. So, when you sign up for Babbel, it does. It's great. This is what it looks like after you have signed up. I have already started my first course. Look at me go, pat me on the back, tell me I'm doing great, chat. So, chat, Babbel offers different courses based on the language that you're learning, obviously. And the level that they present is based on the international certification for language learning. So, I completed my first course, so I get a certificate that I completed course 1 towards A1 proficiency, and that's based on the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, which is the big agency that tests for all of the proficiency levels and all that. I know how to do these things now. Look at me go. I definitely didn't know how to do those things before, but we're still doing them. But if we come back here, we can see that I'm ready for course 2. So we're going to start on that today. But I want to show you the rest of this real quick. What I really, really like about Babbel is that they have Babbel Live, which is included in the subscription if you sign up. And what Babbel Live is it has classes with actual teachers. You'll have a class with a bunch of students. And for me, I can pick up languages relatively easy, but outside of like a sort of structured classroom environment, it goes a lot slower. And I feel that's the thing for everybody, right? You really need that immersion into the language. You need to be talking with other people in the language to really like lock it in. And these classes allow that. And there's different levels, as you can see. So we've got B1, we've got A2, which we're looking at. It's a little bit lower of a level. B1 is a little higher level. B2 is a little higher level. A1 would be what I would probably be signing up for, just because my Italian's real rusty. So I really need to lock in those basics. But yeah, you can see what time the class is, how long it is, and you can book it and go take a class with real people, with real teachers. And I think that is lovely. Then we come back here. You can set activity goals for the week. I've already reached my activity goal because I'm a baller. You know, it's how it is. And we can look at the other tabs up here. So we've got review. You've got all of the vocab that you've already looked at. You can review all of your vocab that you've learned. You can base it on like how difficult you want to review your language. It gives you little bits that explain to you how their review system works. So like they're using spaced repetition to make sure that you are reviewing the words at different intervals so that exactly easy. So that you're not just reviewing, if you're reviewing the same word every single day, it's gonna stick, but it's gonna stick better if you're spacing it out. You're reviewing the words after each lesson. You're remembering the words if you review them after the lesson. You know, it's all scientifically based in language learning, and how you want to go about that. We already looked at live, and then we have explore, which is really, really neat. So this allows you, one, you can look at all of the courses based on the different levels, right? So I'm currently in A1. I can look at each of these courses and see what's going on with them. If I wanted to look ahead, if I felt like I needed to jump around a bit, they unfortunately do not offer Korean right now. It makes me sad, but maybe one day. I signed up for Italian because I'm trying to brush up on my Italian because I already knew Italian and I just need to like unlock that bit in my brain that knows Italian. But I very, very strongly considered clicking Polish, just because I grew up in an area that was, it was heavily Italian and heavily Polish. But I'm Italian and Polish. That's my heritage. It was really, really tempting to just try and learn another language because why not? Why not add a like fourth attempted language to my belt? But no, we're focusing on Italian. But yeah, as you can see, as we get into the more advanced lessons, it gets a little bit more in depth. If we go back to explore, they have specific podcasts that they recommend based on your fluency levels. They have games, which I haven't played yet. Maybe we play a game today. That will help you with language learning. And they have Babbel Magazine, which, just has cool little articles on language learning and all that. Yeah, so on my end, Italian didn't really stick in my family because my family moved here during the Depression, and they worked as hard as they could to Americanize themselves quickly. So nobody in my family, like my grandma and her sister, weren't allowed to speak Italian at home, because they didn't want the kids to be discriminated against. So like my grandma didn't speak a lick of Italian. And as far as the Polish side of the family, we weren't as close with them after my grandfather died, but all of them sent their kids to Polish school. All of their kids like learned Polish, and I was always really sad that like that wasn't a thing that was pushed on my end. I wish that had been a thing that I was exposed to a bit more as a kid. But you know, things happen, and now as an adult, I can use services like Babbel to learn those languages that are a part of my heritage, you know. But yeah, we're gonna play Phrase Maze real quick because I haven't played it yet and I'm curious. Professor Fontana is trapped in a haunted castle and needs our help. All right, Beefly, see you when you get back. Rescue him by proving your Italian knowledge to the ghosts. All right, let's go. How to play. To get past the ghosts, make a complete sentence from the words they show you. Get it wrong 3 times and lose a heart. Lose all your hearts and it's game over. Okay? Grab the keys you find along the way. You'll need them to save Professor Fontana. All right. I feel like this might not go well, but we'll see. We move so slow. So slow. We're just a little guy chugging along. It requires language knowledge, which, you know, we don't quite have, but we're gonna see what happens. Why do we move so slow? Why is this a thing? Also, why is this not... Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Because it really bothers me that this is not properly sized. And I just noticed it. Okay, we're back. We're going over here. We need to go talk to a ghost, I think. This is 60 FPS. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we're also skipping frames on stream. Why are we 30 frames on stream? Why is this game so intensive? Why is this destroying everything? Something is 100% wrong. Okay. Help me fix this phrase, or I'll help you into the underworld. This little guy is threatening me so bad. Hold on 1 second, chat. We're having some difficulties today. Why is my CPU at 100% utilization? Who is doing this? Why is Babbel... Why is Chrome using 85% of... Alright, so it's a very, very intense browser game. It's a little difficult. Okay, so we're fixing the phrase, okay? Noi siamo italiani means we are Italian. Done. We did it. This is especially bad right now that we're claiming. So, as much as I want to go save the professor, I feel like this is all of the demonstration that we're getting of this game for today, because it's a little too intense for my computer. We got a key, though. We're gonna quit the game. Yeah, no, this was very, very bizarre. Maybe it would run on something other than Chrome. I don't know. It still seemed like a fun little game, though. And it might run fine if my computer wasn't trying to do other things. I don't know. My computer's also just been having issues in general. I would not put this on Babbel in the slightest, because I have a computer that is old and dying. We're claiming good luck with work. So, you know, if you want to help support your streamer getting a new computer, consider subscribing to Babbel using my link in chat with !Babbel. But on that note, we're going to do some actual language learning now. So we're going to start up this new course that I have. It is course 2. Good job, Mercy. Proud of you typing. So
Di dove
we're
sei?
getting into this. Di dove sei? Which is, where are you from? Dove is where. Sei is essentially you are. It's difficult to directly translate into English, but yeah. Di dove sei?
Sono di Palermo.
Sono di Palermo means I am from Palermo. So sono is like I am. And then obviously Palermo is Palermo. Di is from. Di dove sei?
Di dove sei?
Italian is a very nice language. Sono di Palermo. I
Sono
honestly,
di Palermo.
as I brush up on my Italian, my brain just so desperately wants to crawl back to Korean, because Korean is so easy in comparison, just grammatically. Okay. Di dove sei?
Di dove sei?
I mean, that's really all that you need, Vlad, to be honest. Sono di Palermo.
Sono
The
di
beginning
Palermo.
lessons can be a little bit repetitive,
Di dove sei?
but after the first lesson in each course, they have a tendency to adjust future lessons for you based on how you performed and what your feedback is. For me, Korean is easy. I don't know that it's necessarily easy for everybody, but it's a very simple sentence structure. Whereas like something with Italian, you have things that are very gendered. You're sometimes adding an extra 3 words to say what would have been said in English. In Italian. Korean, you just have a subject and a verb in a lot of cases. A lot of times, you know, like you're not even with a sentence, you might not even say like, I am doing this. It's just doing this. It's really funny because something like, I'm hungry. If you were saying it not super formally, but if you were saying it relatively formally, you would say, 저는 배가 고파요. But like if you're just talking with somebody that you know, it's just 배고파, which literally translates to my stomach is hungry. And you're dropping 저는, which is I am, and 가 after the 배, and you're dropping the yo at the end, because that's just a formal thing. Yeah, exactly, Mercy. That is exactly what the Romance languages are like. And after speaking Korean, it's just like, oh God, please. We're talking about the differences between Korean and Italian, all right? Di dove sei? To ask where someone is from, you use di dove and essere. So the
Sono di Palermo.
essere is like to be, essentially. What I really like, especially about Babbel, is there's a lot of like language learning websites and apps and stuff out there that just sort of throw you into the language, but don't explain the reasons behind the things that you're doing in the language. What do you mean? I'm doing my best. I'm never going to touch French in my life. But Babbel actually explains the reasoning behind the things that you're doing in the language rather than just being like, here's the sentence, just memorize words. You get the background in what is going on with the sentence. Yeah, no French, please, God, no. Essere. This is essere. You sound like Hermione. Also, I'm lazy with my Italian pronunciation because I'm a filthy American. Sono di Palermo. To say which city you are from, you use essere. Di, which is from, and the name of the city. Sono di Chicago. I feel like I also sometimes speak Italian with it's a Chicago Italian accent. Okay, where do you live? Dove abiti?
Dove abiti?
So dove again is where, and then abiti is, I didn't mean to hit my mic, is live. Abito a Trieste? Abiti.
Abito a Trieste.
Are you saying that I'm breaking up the syllable incorrectly? Bull just keeps letting himself in and out of the house. Where do you live? Dove abiti?
Dove abiti?
Abiti? Abiti? That sounds, it feels unnatural. And this is why my brain keeps going back to Korean, even though for a lot of people, Korean is a very unnatural language to try and speak. Mercy, why would you do that? Some of the pronunciation in Korean is incredibly difficult, and I don't know, man. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Chicago, especially. Chicago's often considered like one of the ugliest accents in the country. I don't speak things nicely. I don't speak a Romance language. It is. I absolutely roast him when he speaks Korean. Abito. Like, my brain says to just... What's funny enough about this, right, is that when I was speaking... not Korean, when I was speaking Italian often, I had a friend at the time that, like, we would go out and get, like, Mexican food, and he would give me so much shit for pronouncing Spanish words with an Italian accent. I did have friends once upon a time. Good morning, Hale! Hi. Hello. How are you? But yeah, he would give me shit for speaking Italian. We're not speaking Italian, speaking Spanish with an Italian accent. And now I'm just, I don't even know what I'm doing. See, I feel like I'm doing abito. I feel like that's how I'm pronouncing it. Yeah, 0 friends. Not a single friend in chat right now. Definitely not. Abito a Milano.
Abito a Milano.
Dove abiti?
Dove abiti? To ask someone where they live, you use dove, which we have
Abito a Trieste.
discussed. Abito a Trieste. It also doesn't help that my teeth are still messed up. Once my teeth are where they're supposed to be, it's over for everybody. Because, like, I can't, like, unless I do it really, really hard, and I can't go in, like, I can't do a TR. Trieste. Hi, Muffle. So, you know, that'll... Trieste. That is what you just wrote, is Trieste. Trieste. To say where you live, you use abitare, which is the verb. So that is the non-conjugated verb right there for you guys, just so you know. And we can get into verb conjugation. That's something that I'm actually really good at. If you don't spit your teeth, do you even Italian? Fair. Because my Italian teacher had a song for it. Hi, Hoingo! I'm so proud of you. Good job doing super well. My teacher's song for remembering how to conjugate verbs was O-E-A. Is O-E-A. Yamo, yate, yamo. Yano? I did either way. It's a thing that has stuck in my head. O as in the letter O, E as in the letter I, but pronounced E, like abiti. And as in my brain is, yeah, it's like an A. Okay, we did it. Look at that. Di dove? Where from?
Di dove?
Water, thank you. And then dove, like I said, is just where.
Dove?
Questo è Carlo Marini. Carlo è di Palermo in Sicilia. Sicilia? Sicilia? Because there's not an H, so it's just Sicilia, right? No. C-I is a chi? Sicilia? I got it right the first time. Okay. I can never remember, like, translating from I'm not falling for it, Vlad. CE is the ch noise? I thought CI was a ch noise. It was a chi. Carlo abita a Trieste. Look at that. We did it. Okay, chi is CH. I live in Florence. Is abito di Ferian fi? It's not fi. I thought it was, or D. I thought it was D. No, that is wrong. Brain, please. I'm tired. Abito a Firenze. I'm also talking to you guys. I'm not paying attention enough to my language learning. I'm not getting much out of this. That's really the biggest thing, is that you can have a great language learning software like Babbel, and if you are not paying attention to what you are doing, you're still not going to learn anything. I will absolutely blame chat. Say di Lecce.
Sei di Lecce?
Di Lecce. Matteo abita a Perugia.
Matteo abita
Where's
Perugia?
Perugia? Where's Perugia? Greg should 100% do a language learning session on stream. Laura. Italian used to stick in my brain, Oingo, and it just doesn't anymore. It's in the south of Tuscany? Okay. Laura di Bergamo. And I honestly, so the thing with that, right, is that like I'm having to think extra hard because I'm talking with you guys. But with Italian, realistically you would not have a going into a. Like it wouldn't be a thing. Last review.
Carlo, piacere. Di dove sei?
Di dove sei?
Sono di Verona.
Yeah, it is really unfortunate that it's US only, but you guys can still sign up. Even if you're not in the US, you just don't get my cool discount. I'm sorry. Sono di Verona. E tu?
Sono di Palermo.
See, do you see this, Greg? This is why I was just like, yeah, no, it's fine. I don't need to add extra stuff. Because every time that I've ever learned Italian, it's just it too. You don't add anything else. I think that they're two very, very different services. As I was explaining earlier, I like Babbel because it is a lot more similar to a... But I wasn't being formal with you when we were talking. Jeez. Babbel is more like a classroom format, where it's going to give you the specifics on why you are doing the things that you are doing in the language. So it's going to explain to you why you're using the verb that you're using, why a specific word is where it is in the sentence, and things like that. Whereas Duolingo and other language softwares that I've used, apps, whatever, that I've used, have a tendency to just throw you in. And that can help in terms of like immersion learning. But when it comes to actual practical knowledge of the language, I really like what Babbel is doing, because I feel like coming out of this, I am going to have a better grasp on how to structure sentences and stuff than I would be from something that is just throwing words and sentences at me, if that makes sense. I wish that we could just download language into our brains. That would be so nice. Sono di Palermo.
Ah, sei siciliano?
Sì, ma abito a Trieste.
Yeah, especially I wish that Babbel had any Asian languages, because there's so much. I haven't found another service that provides this. And for things like Korean, things like Japanese, things like Chinese, it's honestly really, really necessary to have that introduction. Like, the reason that I'm able to grasp Korean the way that I can is that I started learning it in a classroom. If I had started learning it from an app or something that wasn't giving what Babbel gives, I would not be able to structure sentences. I would not know half of what I know. I wouldn't understand why sometimes you have to add a particle at the end of a word, or different, like, politeness levels and all of that. Yeah, Duo is for casual conversations and learning the words. I find that, like, Rosetta Stone is very similar. Whereas something like Babbel is teaching you how the language works. That's a really good way to put it, Mercy. And I really, really like it for that. I will start speaking at you in Korean, Greg. Um, Sì, ma abito a Trieste.
E tu? Dove abiti?
E tu, dove abiti? So
Anch'io abito a Trieste.
we can break this down here, right? So C is obviously yes. Ma abito means but I live. Rather than just saying abito a Trieste. Trieste. I mean, German's also a great language. So, you know, do what you want to do. Anch'io abito a Trieste. So anch'io is like as well, like I as well. And we did it! And we're gonna correct my mistake that I made earlier. Listen, Korean is just the language that my brain knows now, alright? And you pronounce Korean words like Italian words. It's an issue that we're both gonna have. Abito a Firenze.
Abito a Firenze.
And I'm gradually getting back to my Italian pronunciation, so... but yeah, that was just a little lesson in Babbel. I really like it. I think it's great. We are on course 2, so like I've got a bunch more lessons to do in course 2. Which is exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the lessons. I'm not looking forward to Greg trying to make me speak Italian, but you know, it is what it is. The link is available until 1 second. Let me look into that because it's 20 days from now, and I want to give you guys the exact date because I don't remember. Make me do so much. You're the worst. This link is good until Monday, February 20th at 11:55 a.m. So you guys have until February 20th to sign up for Babbel. Again, it is unfortunately US only, but I hope that you guys will check it out if you can. I think it's great. We were just talking about languages, so let's just do a real quick review of what languages they have. So they offer French, German, Italian, Russian, Portuguese, Turkish, Dutch, Swedish, Polish, Norwegian, Indonesian, and Danish. So I know that covers a few of you guys, so definitely check them out. And let me know how your language learning is going. We can all check in with each other and like do little checky checks. They do not have cheese danishes, though. Cheese danishes are the superior danishes. You definitely need to learn Spanish, Mercy. It just you need to so bad. Yeah, no Filipino. But I'm hoping that eventually, you know, they add some languages. And like I said, for the price of a lifetime subscription for Babbel, I think it is more than worth it. And that means that if they add additional languages in the future, you just automatically have like access to those languages because your subscription is not just for the language that you sign up in. It is for Babbel in general. So yeah, check it out. Do the thing. It's great. It's cool. We're all gonna learn language together and be cool little polyglots. Yeah, definitely go with the lifetime sub. You get 60% off of it with my link. And it's worth it. It's worth it. If you were gonna take an actual like language class, you'd pay that much. But yeah, so on that note, I'm going to go make myself tea. I have very poppy shoulders. It's how it works. I'm going to go make my tea because my water's been boiling for a while now. There might not even be water in the pot that's boiling. We'll find out. And then we're going to go back to some house flipper. Cool? Cool. Let's do the thing. Are you owing my poppy shoulder? I am a very crunchy snack. But yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm giving you guys music. Hold on. Why are you yelling at me? Because I'm a crunchy snack? I can't help it. Don't hate. Appreciate. Alright. I'll be right back, guys. Easy, you've been here long enough to know that we only have jams. I do miss the before times when we worried less about DMCA. Go get some sleep, Mercy. Also, I'm having a eucalyptus mint tea. I'm pretty sure every time that I got tea while you were here in Chicago that it was mint tea, Greg, so I feel like you should have known that there would be some sort of mint involved in it. Mint is my go-to when my everything feels awful. Get some good sleep, Mercy! Ooh, cucumber mint sounds really nice. Heck yeah, Flo. Do you just not like mint tea, Beefly? You're gonna be one of those, Mercy? All of my water had not boiled off because my my little burner that I use is garbage, so the water was barely boiling. That's fair, Beefly. So like there was still plenty of water. But yeah. Okay, let's get back into some House Flipper for the next hour. What do you mean launching? House Flipper, what are you doing? House Flipper, are you what was breaking everything? I think House Flipper was breaking everything. I have an electric kettle, but it is somewhere in my storage unit, and I don't know where. It's very frustrating. Because I just want my electric kettle. I have the base for it. I just don't have the kettle itself. It's one that even has, like, it has a little, I don't know what they're called. It has a thing where you put the tea so that it just makes the tea. I would be better off living in the storage unit. Yeah, I have the heating element, but I don't have the kettle. But it has a little cup, little net area thing where you put the tea and then just makes the tea. I know, every single time. But listen, I haven't, my living space is not in a place where I can start bringing things here. I need to go get my Switch. I need to do a lot of things, okay? Life is a struggle. Somebody remind me in 15 minutes that my tea is ready. God damn it, Mercy. But yeah, no, everything is in the storage unit. One day it won't be. One day I will have storage space in my living space so I can bring some things here. Why do I have this house? Why do I own this? I don't know. I probably started it and then got bored. I already have a kettle. I don't need to buy a new one. I don't need duplicates of things. Hold on. Wait, no. Go back. I need to look at these pictures first. Where did I already bought it. Okay. I have the other half. I just need to get it. Realistically, when the weather warms up, I'm gonna go and empty out my storage unit. We'll see what happens. Because I'm paying like $400 a month for my storage unit, and that's too much. That is definitely also a thing that I would do, yeah. Because, like, the storage unit wasn't supposed to be a long-term thing. I was supposed to be moving into a house after I left Milwaukee. But life happens sometimes, and, yeah, that didn't work out. So, I have an entire house's worth of stuff in the storage unit. I used to get a lot of shit as a kid because I once forgot that the water was excuse you. I was once making pasta and I forgot that the water was boiling on the stove, and the pan went dry, and it was a whole thing, and so everybody just made fun of me that I didn't know how to boil water. Greg, Mercy needs a timeout so that he goes to sleep. Okay. But yeah, no, I saw this and thought that this was like a red room. It was rough. Good night, Mercy. This house is so nice. Like, this is the kind of house that I want, but also don't want, because there are too many windows, and I have a fear of windows. Because I'm always, like, convinced that there's going to be someone outside of that window. Okay. I can't boil water. It's just not a thing I can do. What is... Oh. Oh. We have to... Can I just flip through it? I can't just flamethrow the snow. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I did just burn away the floor. It's maybe the wrong choice. Yeah, no, like even in the city, like windows at night are just so scary. The Mothman's gonna be out there waiting for me at any time. Just shoveling some snow. I can't, no. Mothman is going to bed. I don't have to worry about him for a while, but it's not nighttime. See, that's the problem, is that, like, during the day I don't have to worry about him because he's asleep. Why are there, like, I guess birds are a thing. I was like, why are there chicken tracks in the snow? Fun fact, I also have a fear of chickens. I got attacked by one once as a kid, and it traumatized me for life. They're little dinosaurs. Chickens are giant assholes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't like eggs. So the one thing with me not liking eggs is that I love hard-boiled eggs in every like way, shape, and form. Like just like a hard-boiled egg with some salt on it, perfect. Deviled eggs, amazing. Egg salad, fantastic. God damn it, Vlad. But like, I think it's a texture thing. Yeah, no, chickens are assholes. Roosters are extra assholes. It's just, they're all awful. But yeah, I think it's a texture thing. Greg, you have a wife? When did this happen? Chickens are incredibly violent. So, like, I had a friend whose family, like, raised chickens. And, like, their chickens were handled from the time that they were little baby chicks. So, they weren't, like, violent. Because they were used to people, like, picking them up and handling them. But yeah, no, any chickens that I've seen on, like, farms. But yeah. I don't know where I was going. My brain just stopped just now. Children, sponsored stream. Stop it. Especially you, Mr. Mod. But yeah. Chickens, they're awful. That's the gist of it. Oh, I was talking about the texture of eggs is just gross. Like, whether they're over easy or like scrambled, there's always like that slight sliminess. Yeah, chat, !Babel to pull up a link that will give you access to one of the best language learning apps out there. All right. Oh my god, there's more shoveling. Why is there so much shoveling? The yolk is the worst part. Like, that's why I'm fine with hard-boiled eggs, because the yolk is is solid. It's fine. I am not a yolk. The only time that I will accept a runny yolk is if I have hash browns. Because I will mix the yolk in with the hash browns, and then I'm fine with that. But otherwise, it's too slimy. I don't like it. Snow, please shovel. Please just shovel the snow. Thank you. Shoveling snow. This is not what I planned with this house. That's fair, Slug. Yeah, I'm not a runny yolk person. Listen, okay, I don't need your sass. I don't know if this is just a black hole. No, that was snow. Okay. I mean, listen, Beefly can want what Beefly wants. If they want to be drunk with eggs, some people want to be drunk with power. You know, just let them do them. Soup. Zoop is a great restaurant, by the way. They like just do soups. They do salads and stuff too, but like it's primarily soup. And it's just, there needs to be more soup restaurants. Speaking of upset tummies, I've been on antibiotics for my skin for a few months now. And I recently started weaning off of them because I've been having stomach problems. And started taking a probiotic to try and fix my stomach. And like today is the first day that my stomach has not been upset in like a while. I'm proud of you for not using bad coping mechanisms, Hale. Also, I love you. I hope you're okay. Yeah, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, I have rosacea. It's a skin condition that isn't going to go away. But, like, I'd rather have some fucked up skin than, you know, an upset tummy all the time. I've only been taking the probiotics for like middle of last week. I do not have great skin. My skin is garbo. But it's okay. It can be garbo. The problem is that when I have a really bad rosacea flare up, it hurts. Which is why I was treating it. Do not wear my skin. It's not allowed. But I'm gonna talk to my dermatologist about seeing if we can do just like a topical treatment that works. Yeah, like I've had it pretty much my entire life, but like it got real bad as an adult. I mean, this is open, so the snow could have blown inside. It's 100% Hannibal Grugter. Do. I'm sure this is fine, and there's no structural damage to the house whatsoever. Is there still snow over there? No. Okay, so we're gonna start cleanup of this room We're gonna start with any garbage that's just laying around. This is definitely just garbage. I don't know why it's not just letting me. Okay, you know what? We're gonna start with this guy. We're gonna throw away that rock. I'm pretty sure we can just clean all of those up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're just gonna clear everything out. Do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. We're starting fresh and clean in this house. Go away. Yeah, it's a low dose. It's not great for you, but it's a low enough dose that, because it was only like 50 milligrams daily. Because there is definitely a concern of developing a tolerance isn't the word that I'm looking for. Resistance, yes. Thank you, Yulia. It can lead to antibiotic resistance. But because I'm a relatively healthy individual, also, we're seeing if the tea is cool enough to drink. It's so nice on my sinuses. Why is there... Okay, all right. That's fine, we'll come back to that. Yeah, it's on my desk. I poured the water into the cup with the tea bags and brought the cup back to my desk. Why is there so much snow? Why? I'm very proud of you, Greg. You did a great job. But yeah, I'm a relatively healthy individual. So there wasn't like a concern really with it. I'm just throwing the snow. You know, it's fine. The concern is more so, and why like I'm taking probiotics now, is it's less about the microorganisms gaining a tolerance and more so it throwing off the balance in my gut, because antibiotics aren't like picky. Hail. Hail, please. So they just sort of go after everything, whether it's good or bad. So we're just working on rebalancing everything right now, more or less. Why do I keep putting down the snow shovel? It's just like pick up a snow shovel, and I'm just like, there's still snow here. Why am I putting it down? Hi, Mordecai! Do. Yeah, Slug, why are we yelling my name? What's up? What's going on? Hello. Oh, yeah, Greg already told me, but thank you. I appreciate you. Good job being a person, Greg. Have fun. How dare you be a person when there is a stream? Okay, I think we got all the snow we need to just sell literally everything in here. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. What I like, okay, so like, sure, broken windows, snow blew in the windows. Why are there so many rocks? Is that why the windows are broken? Is it because somebody just like threw rocks through the window? Who made somebody angry here? Was this this is a nice house. It was probably a foreclosure. My water's already turned off. Lady, you are getting too spicy. I don't know if anybody else is hearing that in the music, but there is a very spicy lady. This is JLo's. God damn it, Vlad. Oh, maybe it was a lover spat. Also, Greg, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you. Okay, more cleaning. Let's go. This is a lot. There's a lot going on here. We can turn the Christmas tree on. We're just gonna sell it. Goodbye, Christmas tree. Astro, hello. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you. I'm definitely late. I'm usually late. It's how it works. Slug, thank you for gifting that sub to Astro. I appreciate you. Can we can't sell the snow. I wish I could. It would make my life so much easier. We are going to sell this children's presents. Also, chat, more shoes. The majority of you are subbed, if not all of you. You throw more shoes. Star, hello, thank you for the 100 biddies, I appreciate you. Chat, that is the start of a hype train. It's the start of a broke hype train. We're all broke. Well, I hope it's been a good lurk. I hope you're doing well. How's your day going? Okay, alright, we're doing these things. Shovel, shovel, shovel. I was definitely shaming everybody else, Hale, not you. Oh, very nice. Yeah, throw the shoes, just like the stupid neighborhood children who okay, here's the story, right? Well, I hope that it works out. The couple that lived here got into a lover's spat, right? And they had a kid. And the husband, like, kicked the wife out of the house or something, and the kid was real close with his mom. So he went and found his neighborhood friends, and he was just like, yo, my mom's name isn't on the house. This doesn't matter. My dad's trying to sell it. Let's just ruin the place so that he can't sell it for much. And so they came through and started chucking rocks through the window. I would love a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. I have a nice vacuum cleaner. I don't need a new one, but I don't know, man. I really like vacuums. Yeah, no, everybody in this household needed therapy. Why is there more snow? Like, it was the most exciting day when I got my new vacuum. I mean, I also have a dog that sheds heavily, so, a vacuum is very needed for me. It's just a little sus, it's fine. Okay, let's clean a little bit, and then we're just gonna pick everything up with our hands. All the broken glass right in our hands, no problem. Okay. Now hands. Boop, 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 boop. Those are all books that we need to sell. It's a lot of empty wine bottles. We need to sell that rock. I mean, depending on the vacuum. Yep, pick up broken glass with hands. No problem. It's okay, Hale. It's more so us being like this than you being like this time, so you know. Okay, alright. That's all of this room. We're just gonna sell this guy and everything that falls off of it. I thought I was just gonna start from scratch, so I should just sell everything. Nice big empty house. We'll leave the chandeliers for now. Oh god. Alright, we're definitely clearing out the ski room that I previously thought was a room for, like, fun times. Okay. It's true. I just, you know, just really, really specialized equipment. Okay. What do we have here? What is oh, that plant is garbage. Goodbye, plant. And there's stuff on the floor here. Okay, and what's dirty over here? Not over here. Over here? We can just change the windows. Look at that. So easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I want to hear the sad house. No, I don't want to open this. I want to fix the window. Okay, we'll fix it later, I guess. I mean, mine was relatively sad. Could have been sadder. What's dirty over here? Well, I got it, whatever it was. In here, got some dirt on the floor, dirt on the ceiling. Let's change out these windows so that there's not more snow in the house. Is it on the ceiling? Yes. So for anybody who hasn't, you like tweens? God, glad, why? Oh, that one is sad. It's an incredibly powerful Swiffer, and like self-cleaning. Honestly, anywhere that I can reach the ceiling, I will put my hands on it. It's a thing. It's just like, oh, I can touch the ceiling. Look at me walk across the ceiling with my hands. Because I am a child. This corner. Okay. All right. Do these windows need to be changed? No, those windows are fine. It was definitely around Christmas time too when this happened. Which arguably makes all of it sadder. Just regardless of which story you go with. Clean the window. Let's go! Why do we have a vacuum squeegee? Can somebody tell me that? Do vacuum squeegees exist? Because, like, I mean, the concept is sort of cool. Go. Go, little squeegee, go. Go, little squeegee, go. Go, little squeegee, go. We did it. I think it's clean. Is it not clean? Did I miss a spot? Did we miss a corner? They do? Neat. I do not enjoy putting my head through a ceiling fan, okay? It was against my will. It's a duster and squeegee in one. I did not ask for more uppies. On the ceiling, on the floor, somewhere. Okay. What do we got going on in here? This bathroom's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of boring, but it's not too bad. Nothing in the closet. Okay. Didn't need an uppies emote. Also possible B-fly. It does sort of look like the Cullen house from Twilight. So somebody just showed up and took out Edward and his family. Do. See, like, even the noise of this is too much for me. Yes, the vulture. Like, I don't want to hear a mechanical droning sound. Also, Greg, weren't you going to be a person? Wasn't that a thing? The car is warming up, okay. Why am I like, what? Making sure you do the things you're supposed to do. I think it's reasonable as somebody who gives a shit to do that. So that is why I'm like this. Hale, you're the best thing. Do. Bye, Greg. All right. There's definitely still some dirt in here somewhere. Is it on the floor? Yes. These are dead plants. They're going away. That's all garbage. Okay. This room is clean. I think that's the whole house. Okay, there's still... Okay, there's downstairs bathroom. Got it. Cool. And this is now clean. What is over here? Why is there more rooms? This house is so big. Why are there 3 bathrooms in this house? Hello? Who needs 3 bathrooms? Dispose of that. Then we need to go... No? How do I get there? This one. Disposing of those, I guess. We'll go ahead and just sell this for now. I don't know why we're throwing away the soap. It's seemed like it was a full bottle of soap. You have more bathrooms than bedrooms? What? But why? Like, I understand, like, 2 bathrooms, right? Okay, 4 baths, 3 baths, that's so much. Like, I grew up in a household. We were, yeah, not everybody needs their own bathroom. Where I grew up, it was a 1-bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom, and there were 5 of us. That also seems like a fair story, B-Fly. Yeah, like, I don't know. I completely understand and respect, like, private bathroom time. But I just feel like there's not people in the bathroom enough to justify needing that many bathrooms. Like, even having 2 bathrooms for multiple people, like... If somebody's pooping in one, you just go to the other. But, like, even growing up, like, I never had to wait for the bathroom in my house. It was never a thing. So, I don't know. But, like, that's what cabinets are for, and your guests should be respectful enough to not, like, dig through your shit. Like, that's more of a problem of your guests. Yeah, exactly, Hale. When you have kids, I know it's definitely also a different thing. Yeah, I feel like 2 bathrooms is a reasonable number of bathrooms. Then, like, if you do have guests over, you can have one that is the designated guest bathroom that doesn't have stuff, and then the other one is the one for the family. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, that is not a thing that, that I have personally encountered. We were looking not for doors, we were looking for glass walls, I think. That's what this was. Except it was bigger than this. Right? Like, okay. Yeah, so growing up, my apartment, we lived in my grandmother's house, technically, but my grandmother and my grandfather were on the first floor, and the top floor was a 1-bedroom apartment. So at the one end was my parents' bedroom, and then just past that, you had the bathroom that we all shared. So 5 of us. It was me, my parents, and my 2 brothers. And then we had the living room, and off of the living room was the kitchen, and off of the kitchen was a walk-in pantry. The walk-in pantry was the room that me and my older brother shared as a bedroom. Like... I did not grow up in an environment where, like, personal space was a luxury. It's a major luxury. No, I slept in the pantry. That was my bedroom. The bathroom was down the hall, next to my parents' place. I shared the pantry with my brother as a bedroom. We had a bunk bed. And there was really just enough room to walk into the room past, like, our dresser. To get to the beds. I see what happened here. Yeah, like, I mean, depending on where you live, it's also a lot cheaper. Like, I grew up in Chicago. Shit wasn't cheap here. Like, the only reason we had a roof over our heads was because my grandmother and grandfather owned their house. And it happened to have a second story that they had converted into an apartment for my aunt when she was younger. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Hale. That's about where I'm at. It's like, if I have a bed and a bathroom, that's as good as I need. Is there not a light in here? There is a light. Where's the light switch? And, like, some sort of, like, cooking implements. Like, right now, I have my little, like, prep station that has a little single burner and a toaster oven, and that is where I make all of my meals. Hi, Sterling! Shotgun fish tank. I think that they actually added things to the game to where we could make shotgun fish tank. My parents got their own home when my grandmother passed away when I was, like, 21. Because they just inherited her house, and they still can't really afford that. So yeah, I don't know. Like, everybody comes from different backgrounds and has different tolerances for things. And for me, I came from a background where, you know, you worked with what you had. Enjoy your food flow. We might just get through cleaning up this house and emptying it out today. I'm not sure that we're gonna get into decorating before the end of stream. Also, were there any more broken windows anywhere that I didn't see? Where do you poop, Sterling? The discussion that we were having was that Vlad thinks it's bizarre that so many American households have fewer bathrooms than bedrooms. And so we were discussing situations that we were in when we grew up and the variances in all of that. Yeah, we were saying that, like, 2 baths is more than reasonable. And, like, a lot of us grew up with less than that. Yeah, I feel like really... it says more about the socio-economic situation on this side of the pond. That, you know, most of us grew up in spaces that realistically were too small for the families that we had, but we didn't have other options. Yep. Lower middle class makes up the large majority of the population. That's why you just, like, ask somebody if they need to use the bathroom before you go shower. And I think that's also, like, something is that it requires a lot more consideration of the people around you. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna go take a shower. Does anybody need to use the bathroom before I do? And then you know what you're signing up for. If you say no, go ahead. Okay, but the thing is, too, Vlad, is, like, we have a lot less space here. Like, I mean, I know in the UK you guys built vertically. That's not the case in a lot of the states. At best, you're going to get, like, a 2-story house. Like, the place I was looking at moving into when I moved back down here was only, like, 1,000 square feet. It was not a large space. There was not any additional room to add an extra anything. I want a door. But I want a glass door. Yeah, like this one. Is this big enough? Yeah, more bathrooms, the more you pay in rent, the more you pay for the house in general. Like, the space that I'm in right now is 16 foot by 17 foot. This is about half of the size that my house would have been. I mean, it has to do culturally too, right? Like, I mean, obviously it has to do culturally, but, like, what I'm saying is, like, we don't keep families in houses. I don't know a good way to, like, describe that, but, like, at 18, most people are expected to move out of the house or, like, be in the process of moving out of the house. So that's just how it's been built up a lot in, like, society around here, is that, like, you're not going to have multiple generations living in one household. It has been more than just bathrooms. I feel like it's a little bit more accepted elsewhere. Like, I know that in general it's more of a, like, a Western concept overall, so, like, it's still a thing in the UK. But yeah, I don't know. You can tell so much about a person by how many bathrooms are in their house. Like, these people had 3 bathrooms before I removed all of their bathroom stuff. Okay. We have this emptied out. We did the thing. This bitch complaining about no pictures. If they have eggs or not, yeah. Yeah, the price, and, like, especially, like, depending on the brand of egg they get. They did have 3 bathrooms before the polar apocalypse. There's definitely a large generational mindset and shift. Like, I don't use eggs very often, so I specifically buy eggs that are, like, a bit more humanely sourced. But if I was using eggs constantly, that would not be a thing, because Jesus, are they expensive. Honestly, the price between just the regular, like, garbage eggs and the sustainably sourced eggs isn't really that different anymore. So sometimes it's well, I might as well buy the slightly more expensive one and feel better about my choices. Bye, Hoingo! Good luck with your errands and stuff. Okay. Why is it such a weird blue tone outside? Okay, so we've got a little seating area out here. It might be snowy, but that doesn't mean that we can't decorate out here. Is there like a fire pit? Because that'd be cute. Fire pit. Yeah, COVID fucked up a lot in terms of food prices. Just in general. And we're at the point that the supply line issues aren't still a thing, but we are still seeing the effects of when the supply line issues were a thing. And part of it is probably that companies just aren't lowering prices because they've seen that they don't need to, because people are still buying. Because what other choice do we have? We have to eat, right? I saw something and I was gonna do something and I don't remember what it was now, and I'm stuck on the stairs. I am stuck on the stairs. Why am I stuck on the stairs? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, no, I bought a dozen eggs for $6 yesterday. They are pricey. See, but like, I mean, I've heard that people don't taste that bad, but I still don't really want to eat them. Yeah, and that's why, like, if you raise your own chickens, you generally don't have to refrigerate the eggs. But also, as we discussed earlier, chickens are demons, so, you know, who wants to raise their own chickens? Yeah, the rate of inflation. Okay, so this does exist. What is that called? Because I want one upstairs. Also, this, I didn't want the lawnmower. Go away, lawnmower. What are these called? Floor and ceiling tiles. It's some sort of brick. Is it this brick? Okay. This is clearly not an outdoor thing. Outdoor. There we go. Okay. Other? No. Decorations? No. Does not look like it. Okay. The thing with eggs is that you don't get salmonella from the inside of the egg, you get salmonella from the bird shit that is on the outside of the egg. That is... The bird shit is 100% the tasty part. Which kind of stone is this? I wish it wasn't covered. Oh, this isn't even stone. This is wood. Okay. That's different. Concrete slab. Repaving slab. Composite decking board? Maybe this? Not this. Though that arguably looks better than what is on the ground right now. Surfaces. do 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 do. Is it this one? But this one has a weird Kirby thing, right? Yeah, no, that's not what I want. There's not like a... No, there's not a thing that lets me just look at this and be like, oh, this is what this is. Okay, so it comes in squares and rectangles. What is this? Is this just interior flooring that got put outside? Because I don't think that's a thing that you can do. Okay, but would you eat raw cookie dough? Because then you're eating a raw egg. I am personally on team no cookie dough, just because I think that the texture of it is gross, but I respect people who enjoy it. It's fair. Maybe it's just a different color. Definitely not that color. Maybe I just need to delete all of this and start fresh. Maybe that's what we're doing. We're gonna sell all of these weird snowy bits. I'm gonna keep these outer pieces just because I did like the shape of it. When I was a kid, so like, there's a thing in like soda fountain type places to put just like a full raw egg in a milkshake to like add to the creaminess. And as a kid, my brother used that fact and told me that they did that in McDonald's milkshakes and that I couldn't finish the milkshake or else I would have just raw egg at the bottom that I would have to drink. So I never finished my milkshakes when we got McDonald's because I thought that there was a raw egg at the bottom of the shake and I thought that was so gross and I didn't want to eat it. Fun little polar fact there. Siblings are the worst. Okay. Oh, I'm aware now that I'm an adult. Just as a kid, it was... I trusted my brother for some reason. I don't know. Do we want? I don't think I want to go with the gray. Did you make it back in time for what? Maybe the dark walnut. Yeah, do not ever trust brothers. We never have a problem with milkshakes here. It's only the ice cream machines that don't work. Oh, yes, you did. The house is not upside down yet. Also, do we hate this? Kind of. And why is it so small? Give me a bigger piece. I want this, but without the stupid border. Why does it only come with a border? $100 by 50 on, but that's just rotated. Like, that's dumb. For this kind of house, I like the idea of a ground level wood deck. Because we've already got stone along all of the walls. I feel like stone on the ground when you already have stone walls is too much. Also, I need to replace this door. Doors. Doors. Give me a glass door. Do. This one? Was this what was here? No. It needs to be taller. Down. This one, maybe? This one. Boop. Smash. Okay, cool. I wish that it was that easy. That's perfect, B-Fly. Welcome home, Lou-hoo. Okay, chat. We're gonna figure this out another day, maybe. Or we might never come back to it. I don't know. We'll see. What fun are you trying to... We're ending stream, Greg. Why are we emo only? Mods are out of control. But on that note, I appreciate all of you guys. We're gonna wrap up here. Because I am out of energy, and out of attention span, and all of those things. But I appreciate all of you who came to hang out today. If you want to check out Babbel, which is a wonderful, wonderful language learning website, ! Babbel in chat, follow that link, get 60% off your subscription. I am going to be live Thursday. We're probably going to be doing some stuff with Greg. Maybe, I don't remember. Did we say Thursday was the day? Okay, Thursday. So, make sure that you join the Discord if you're not already part of it so that you can get any updates if that changes. And follow me on Twitter for all of those sick tweets that I definitely 100% make. And subscribe to the YouTube because there are new videos that go up every week. And sometimes they're on time. So, you know, go check it out. But on that note, I'm going to wrap up for the day. Hi, JC. I appreciate all of you. You're all wonderful. You're all lovely. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you all on Thursday. Okay, bye.